It's like almost Valentine's Day and I was determined to get myself a bouquet, so also please look at this. Oh my god. You can hear that. Pours water directly onto my electronics. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Ivy. It's been a hot minute since I have made a YouTube video, like 8 months. You probably noticed that I am in a whole new space. This is actually the second space that this setup has been in since I took a little YouTube break. Okay, I want to start off by saying that before I did this, to mentally prepare and kind of see if I could stand watching more of my YouTube videos, I went back and watched the last couple videos I made, and I've been doing a Smile Direct Club, and it's blowing my mind how much straighter my teeth are. I didn't think my teeth were that bad, but I go back and look and I'm like, ugh. It's fine. Keep your crooked teeth, that's cool. So yeah, I am in a whole new state. I moved to Pennsylvania from North Carolina. I live in Indiana, Pennsylvania, which is super freaking confusing for everyone, especially because I live on Philadelphia Street and I live nowhere near Philadelphia. I live closer to Pittsburgh. So people are like, what's your address? And I'm like, Philadelphia Street, Indiana, Pennsylvania. And they're like, I don't know where the f you are. But yeah. So I live in Indiana now, Pennsylvania. A lot has happened and it's been not always great. For the last 6 months, I've been doing an internship with my uncle's business, The Artist's Hand, which is a gallery for the most part, also has a coffee shop inside. But most of my job was doing contracts and meeting with artists and hanging work and doing graphic design and social media and stuff like that. So it was a good time. It didn't really end how I was expecting it to. Wasn't how I would have chosen for it to go, but I mean, it's also family, so there's not really much you can do about it sometimes. I was really lucky to be given this opportunity with the Spruce residency. It is directed by Hannah Harley, who is fairly local to here. She is an amazing photographer. You should check out some of her work. I've been lucky enough to have a couple headshots done by her, sort of. So thank you, Hannah. Thank you for giving me a space to live and a space to work, because this is now my studio. So right now I'm the community coordinator for Spruce Residency, which is a really cool program. And if you're interested in art residencies at all, I mean, come visit me, I guess. Most of my job is pretty much just making sure everyone's taken care of and happy and hosting hangouts and stuff like that. So good times. I've met some really amazing, talented artists, mostly coming down from Brooklyn area and New York, and they are incredible. And it's really amazing to live in this tiny little corner of the world and having these amazing artists come in and set up little exhibitions and stuff, and getting to see what they make here in Indiana, Pennsylvania, which is a super small little town. It's amazing. I feel so privileged that this is here of all the places that I could be. It's really cool. That being said, it's a little weird to have a studio space now. I'm in here every single day, and it's a lot more intensive and kind of unexpected. I wasn't really prepared for knowing that I was gonna be suddenly doing art full time, even if I don't really make full time money off of it. I need another job, but for now I don't have one, so this is what I do, right? And it's pretty intense. I feel like it puts a lot of pressure to sort of reflect on what you're doing when you are so dedicated. You don't really have a fallback plan. It's a little more pressure of how are we gonna work this out? What does this really mean to you? What are you doing here? Oh my god. Existential dread comes. In other news, Etsy has been going really well. I really appreciate the support so much. I mean, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought might get no sales, but seems like a lot of, just your reviews make me so happy. Thank you. It's really cool. And even here in town, I mean, a couple times I've set up my booth here for various events, and every once in a while I'll like go to like someone's house here for like a party, and there'll be like my art on the wall, and I'm like, what? So that's really cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna be at Pittsburgh wait, what is this place called? Three Rivers Comic Con. It's in Pittsburgh. It's in Calix. It's downtown in Pittsburgh. This is the first convention I will be doing in like a year. I applied to a lot this year, but I'm not sure like what I'll get into. I'm really trying to take things more seriously, but it's not always easy to get into these things. Like usually they have lotteries or like local established artists already, and I'm kind of like new on the scene, like just trying to it's been really interesting to like live on my own. Why does my hat not sit straight on my head? Do you like my hat? I should just take it off. Speaking of Etsy, I know you guys love packaging and stuff and just looking at pretty things, so I'll show you some new fun stuff I got. My new business cards. So here's my last design. Oh, wrong way. Yes. And on the back is my boy. And I love this picture because you can tell how old people are, because they'll call him a girl if they're too old. And if they're young, they think it's a boy. But I have my new version, which is light. There we go. And then on the back is my boy. I don't know how long I'll be here exactly. I'll be here until the summer at least, and it's a little funky because I really miss live streaming. I don't have a day job right now, and I wish that I could I'm really craving interacting with y'all more, but I don't have internet in this building exactly. I have an Xfinity hotspot, and it's weird. It's not very good. So I'm not so sure when I'll be able to get back into doing Twitch or anything like that, if ever. But I do miss it, and I miss y'all, but hey. This is not really an exciting video, I guess. It's more of just an update of hey, how's it going? I miss y'all. That's kind of weird, but it's true. I mean, I kind of like to check in because, I don't know, so much happens in a year. I go through so many changes just and how I feel about my living situation and what my future is going to hold, and also just how I feel about my creativity and what I'm doing. It changes so much. And, you guys are kind of on the journey with me, and if you want to be. So I try and, keep that conversation going because I like it when there's kind of this history to look back on, and I think the story is interesting. So I mean, if you do or no, that's a different story, but my life to me is interesting, so I talk about it because I'm egotistical. I'm on YouTube, so of course. Oh my god, there's been actually so many weird little stories that have happened since I moved here. I actually cannot believe what is my life? This is why I need a live stream, because I have so many weird little things that I would love to tell you, but I don't know. We're gonna need to set up some story times here. Okay, is that cool? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is totally just a weird me babbling update video. Just boring. Sorry, I'm not even drawing or anything. I showed you some flowers. That was nice, right? And my teeth look beautiful and pretty straight. They're not quite done, but soon. Soon. Anyway, well, if you made it this far, good job. Thank you so much. I love you. You're clearly invested in me for some reason, in some way. So hopefully it's for a good reason and not just because I'm cringe. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me in just any of the small ways you do, even if it's one view, one like, one follow, anything. Just know that it means so much to me, especially in these times where I'm kind of not really sure of what, where I'm going and what I'm doing. It's that I mean, I try to not focus on numbers, right? But when they're there, it's like what you have is so important, right? So I really appreciate that exists. So thank you so much. Have a happy Valentine's Day. I'm gonna kiss on my boy.